Somebody above is in a desperate state. Some kind of emergency, kind of in wait. I say tomorrow, he say today, and the man in my head, well, he tell me no way.
Good morning, General Kennedy, Colonel Coleman, Colonel Root, Lieutenant Colonel Richardson, Lieutenant Colonel Bush, and men and women of the 145th Airlift Wing. This is the outbrief brief for the 9th Air Force stand-about formal visit. I'll start by restating the objectives of the visit. We were here to assess the unit's ability to perform its mission, with the main focus being on aircrew performance. Meanwhile, we looked at the effectiveness of the stand-about program at all levels, with emphasis on compliance with regulations and higher headquarters directives. Here is a reminder of the rating criteria applied to everything we inspected. This is the weighting applied to the overall grading. 75% aircrew performance, 25% stand-about programs. Turning attention to program grading, these are the areas we thoroughly inspected, and I'll address each one. First, we looked at the 145th OGB programs. We found the OGB manned by experienced and motivated crew members from each flight crew position, with a flight nurse and medical technician designated and represented at the OGB. During the course of the week, we conducted 24 CFE objectivity evaluations during both flight and EPEs. All the evaluations were rated Q1. Recent upgrade to computer hardware and facilities showed the focus unit leadership has placed on the stand-about mission. Also, a detailed continuity book provided examiners with an easy means to manage the locally developed stand-about management program and related programs. Additionally, 2 silos significantly contributed to program development. However, we did encounter several areas for improvement in the implementation of the OGB stand-about program. Unit flight evaluation folders were neat and well maintained, but contained some errors, including incorrect eligibility periods and improperly documented ARAs on check rides. Also, although CFE objectivity evaluations were administered in the airlift squadron, there were none accomplished in the aeromedical evacuation squadron. There was one commendable item. The unit developed and implemented a stand-about management program that was designed to minimize workload by expanding the capability of existing programs. With this in mind, the 145th OGB stand-about program is rated outstanding. Next, we looked at the stand-about review board. The SRB was effectively run with procedures in place to allow for maximum attendance. In addition, the 156 AES DOV conducted a squadron-level SRB on a frequent basis. With this in mind, the SRB was rated excellent. In the area of go-no-go, we looked to see that effective procedures were in place to ensure all crew members were cleared to fly prior to stepping to the aircraft. We found present procedures provided adequate checks to keep the crews from flying in the red. A highly aggressive sauce ensuring crew members are current before granting permission for aircraft commanders to start engines was deemed commendable. Since go-no-go is a 2-tier area, it was rated satisfactory. Turning our attention to aircrew exams, the 145th OGB developed and implemented a highly effective aircrew examination program. They administered and controlled exams for the 156 AS, while the 156 AES performed these functions for their own personnel. Both testing facilities were quiet, distraction-free, and allowed monitoring by stand-about personnel. There was one finding. One open book test contained questions from the closed book MQL. Aircrew examinations was therefore rated excellent. Considering the preceding sub-areas, the 145th OGB stand-about program overall rating is excellent. Looking now at the individual squadrons, we'll start with the 156 AS. The 156 DOV stand-about was not rated. We'll move directly to the 156 aircrew performance. Aircrew performance was assessed through both flight and EPE evaluations. A total of 48 flight and EP evaluations were conducted, with 6 EQs, 38 Q1s, and 4 Q2s. Regarding aircrew performance, 9th Air Force evaluators find that the can-do attitude of all aircrew members ensured successful mission accomplishment. There was excellent interaction between flight and aeromedical crew members during the evaluation process. Loadmasters consistently updated the crew on changing aeromedical needs and provided the MCD with any updates on threats or changes in the mission. Pilot crew briefings, especially emergency procedures, were outstanding. Areas for improvement include identifying and updating threat locations, increased vigilance in referring to checklists, and increased emphasis on accurate completion of DD forms 3654 and 1748. The mission concept, intelligence, and the unit's incorporation of aeromedical crew members and mission events were commendable. 758th Air Crew performance and overall rating for the 156 AS is outstanding. Turning now to the 156 AES, we look again at stand-about programs and aircrew performance. The 156 AES DOV was managed by very knowledgeable and experienced flight examiners. The Chief of DOV and Assistant NCOIC also represented the 156 AES at OGV and provided a catalyst for an outstanding program with a high degree of wing involvement. Strengths included the integration of stand-about and training functions, cross-tail with other AES units, and their scheduling process that allowed unit personnel to schedule their requisites and flight evaluations on an individual basis. A higher headquarters ACC message on certification was mistakenly identified and incorporated as an SII. This was deemed an area for improvement. The 156 AES stand-about program is rated outstanding. .156 AES no-go was also inspected. Rating here was satisfactory. We assessed aircrew performance on the AES side as well through a mix of flight and EPE evals. A total of 38 evaluations were given with 2 EQs, 31 Q1s, 2 Q2s, and 3 Q3s. The 156 AES, both ground and flight crew team effort, both ground and flight crew team effort approach greatly enhanced the performance of the aeromedical mission. Moulage and trauma patient care was excellent. Inspectors did find several areas for improvement. Knowledge of amplified checklists was limited, crew assignments were not clearly delineated, and medical crew coordinator debriefs did not reflect an accurate description of the mission. The automated DD Form 602 program and the locally designed devices to secure supply and medical equipment during flight were deemed commendable. With this in mind, the 156 AES aircrew performance was rated satisfactory. The overall rating for the 156 AES squadron was excellent. Finally, combining aircrew performance from both squadrons, factoring in programs, the 145th Airlift Wing overall rating for this formal inspection is excellent. The following individuals received EQs during this formal visit, and as I read out the EQs, I'll also include the stand-about standouts, people that went above and beyond the cause while we were here. Lieutenant Blair. Captain Dye. Lieutenant Rogers. Lieutenant Wall. Major Sepko. Senior Airman Davis. Captain Brown. Master Sergeant Passord. Major Honeycutt. Captain McMillan. Major Bondurant. Captain Millette. Senior Master Sergeant Harris. I'll leave that up a little. Senior Master Sergeant Hurt, Major Martin, Senior Master Sergeant Armstrong, Captain Hammer. Yeah, I hope I don't mess this up. Tech Sergeant Widow White. Whitey? Thanks. Master Sergeant Boggs, Master Sergeant Brown, and Master Sergeant Dellinger. Tech Sergeant Twine, Senior Airman Gorley, Captain Stamper, Captain Elkovich, and Lieutenant Spencer. There are several others that we didn't get a chance to take their photo. Tech Sergeant Hearn, Chief Master Sergeant Hovis. Are you here? Stand up. Senior Master Sergeant Rory and Major Meacham. I know he's not here to give his photo. I'd like to take this time to thank Major Doug Bondurant for all the help he gave me in coordinating this visit. And I'd like to also thank my assistant VC, where he Sergeant Billy Melvin. There he is, standing over there. Can't see him. I'll now turn the floor over to Stand About Chief Colonel Bob Ruth.
Well, first thing I'd like to do, and I do this almost every visit, is thank the team that worked so hard for the folks that come in with the 9th Air Force team, the augmentees, and those of us that do it full time, put in an awful lot of hours to try to give you the best inspection we can and the best words we can to help you grow and improve. So my hat's off to the 9th Air Force guys and our augmentees. Thanks again for a heck of a job. The BC is a hard job, especially if you couple that with the fact that he was severely smitten with a bug yesterday, probably from eating at Mr. G's for the 11th time. Which is probably why one of the grades up there was wrong. So I'll tell you that the 145th OGV rating was outstanding. So, congratulations. I'll take that drink. Sorry. There's a world of effort that goes into putting on the show that you all put on during the last week. We came up here several months ago, 5 or 6 months ago, for ASEV. Identified some areas that needed to be worked on, and you all hit the ground with those things, and you went beyond our wildest imagination as to how well you could work it. Both the OGV and the AES stand out programs are no joke, the best seen today. We have never seen any better. Perhaps a few other firsts that are worth bringing up. The first, since I've been in Stanval, which I've been up there now about 2.5 years, it's the first time that the Stanval programs for both squadrons on base, or even one squadron on base, has received an outstanding rating. The first time that an airlift squadron has received an outstanding performance. So you have an awful lot to be proud of in the jobs that you've all done. And, starting from your commander through your ops group commander down through your OGV and your squadron Stanval folks. If you're not in Stanval, you need to walk by and give those people a pat on the back because they're really good. Another thing is attitude. And from the minute we got on the airplane down at Shaw, the attitude of this unit has been absolutely superb. It's not my purview to rate compliance areas such as military customs, courtesy, bearing, appearance. But I'll tell you that what I saw here this week is the best seen today. It's a sharp outfit, you got high morale, you deserve these ratings, and I'm going to be extremely proud to take this back to General Comfort. One last thing. In a visit not too long ago, I got up and I said, look, I've got 2 prescriptions for success in the future for the organization. One of them is this report. Hours and hours of man and woman hours go into putting this report together. Look at this report, go through it, and you'll only improve over the next time. The second prescription was our phone number, which is Audubon 965-3408. I'm changing the second prescription. I'm going to go out and tell everybody they need to call you. Good job. Thank you.
Colonel Ruth and the entire inspection team, we appreciate the help you've given us this week. This has been a good week for us, and I said that yesterday before I even knew the grade, and we're very appreciative of all the help you gave us, and it was good effort on your part, and we appreciate it. To our folks, we came into this as a team. We were going on as a team, and it was a great effort. I think you can look around and be very pleased with the effort that we put forward. A few things we can improve upon, and I know this unit, and we will. And so you have my appreciation, the appreciation of the entire staff, and certainly appreciation of the OGB staff, because they worked very hard to help put this together and put the things in place that made these results possible. And I'd like to give them a hand right now. But the results all really boil down to what happens when you walk to the airplane, and you did a great job. A couple of administrative notes. I know that you'll be interested to know that Chief Young is doing well. They think he's going to be able to go home, if not today, tomorrow, so that's good news for all of us. For all the folks here, we have a little lunch over the club, and I hope everybody can come by. General Kennedy?
Thank you, Colonel. Colonel Ruth, I want to thank you and your team for a very objective evaluation and validation of our processes here in Charlotte. You gave us a roadmap to run on for some things that we need to improve on more, and that's one thing we strive for here is constantly improving. Everyone I've talked to remarked on how objective the team was, and we are really proud to have gone through that type. It was fair, it was tough, but it was objective, and we're proud to come through there with the rating that we've come up with today. And I want to thank everybody in here for all the hard work. I mean, it's been some hairy few years here. I mean, we got off of ORI, we transitioned to new airframes. We spent a lot of hard work doing that, getting into the new airframe, getting up to speed at minimum time. All this is team effort. And the results we showed here today, we recovered from the ASEV, which is what it was. It was an advisory visit, and it paid off by having that advisory visit. We corrected a lot of those things that they found and improved. So I think it only points to us as a team and how well we work together. But as they say, the best never rests. We got a cafe at the first of the year, we got an ORE coming up, and then we got that ORI. So we need to press on, we need to continue to improve our processes. But you guys have done it, and ladies have done a fantastic job, and I really want to tell you how proud we are of you. And we're proud to be a member of the 9th Air Force, and we're all on one team, and that was evident in the results that we got out of this validation. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Give yourself.
Let's